if anyone watches those quarantine videos with Caleb Dressel, watch below his belly button. So you'll see his belly button, and then just below that, when he's doing all of those movements, you'll see a perfectly stable, super, super, super powerful transverse abdominis when he's moving through that. And so no movement through the lumbar spine when he's doing his stability work, and which gives him the ability to freely move under a high amount of pressure his legs however he wants to move them. So on his side, facing down, facing up, everything just works absolutely amazing. And that's because of what's going on internally. So the answer is not just do these exercises that Olympic swimmers are doing, or just do the exercises that the best athletes in the world are doing. You need to learn the fundamentals that they've developed over time, and think about these guys are professional athletes that have the best high performance coaches and strength and conditioning coaches working with them day in and day out. Just watching those things all the time, like a hawk, and correcting them all the time and making sure that those things are working properly. And clinical Pilates therapists and those sort of things. So, it's when it looks good, and it's not. And again, it's not the sexy thing like, just do these exercises and you'll get instant results. It's actually it's a lot of time and practice in learning basics and going back to the fundamentals.
It's really interesting. It makes me think about when I'm running clinics, right? We've got 6 swimmers at most, and we go through 6 drills, keep it really simple. Yeah. But I'm very particular about how they do those drills. And sometimes people, I'll stop them and say, all right, I want you to just bring your arm out to the side a little bit here. I want you to sort of lift your chest a little bit here, like very particular. And they'll kind of look at me like, yeah, okay. Like they do it. And I think a lot of the times they're like, okay, does this really sort of matter? But I'm there, I've seen thousands of swimmers, do these drills. And what I notice is that what people do when they normally swim will translate more times than not into the drill. So they'll often do these drills really well if they can swim well. And let's say they're not doing the drills well. For example, if we're doing like a side kicking drill and someone has a tendency to cross over when they swim, they will cross over in that side kick drill because it's just what they're used to and it's how their body moves. And and then we start to get them to change it, and over time it starts to change the way that they swim. But it's really those fundamentals of some of these drills and being very picky about the way that they do them that over time will help them then do it in the full swim stroke without them really needing to think too much about it.
Yeah, that's right. And without thinking, that's the key. So, and if anyone asks, why am I doing this? Why do I have to do these fundamentals? And you have to ask, like I think we're talking about Steph Curry and the late Kobe Bryant, and why do they do the fundamentals all the time? And that's the reason why, because when you're doing a skilled movement, you don't want to be thinking about parts of the movement. You want those movements, all of that stuff, to be on automatic pilot, and anything you don't use drops off. So that's why you have to always do it. And it doesn't matter how long you've been at it for, you have to keep doing those fundamentals of your warm-ups, activating those muscles, because if you don't, they drop off, and then so does your stroke, or so does your kick, or so does your awareness, or so does your feel for the water. So those things all disappear if you're not using them.